What's even worse is that Definitive Edition's not even on PC. It's a console-only type of game, and I fucking hate that. Because there are fans of this game, and I can see the appeal in terms of gameplay. Because devs, why would you rob them of that? Because there is no lock-on in the vanilla version of the game. There is no turbo mode, and it's just super annoying. And I hate that. It's very frustrating. So sharing the game. Last time I played this is I had the game on. Is I played it on DMC 4. This is the last time I touched this on stream. And I would boot it up every now and again just to get out of the way because it nags in the back of my mind.
The last time you touched the reboot DMC was, I think, after you finished 5?
No, after I finished 4.
Yeah, you're right. Yeah, you're right.
Had to reboot OBS, but it should be fixed now. Luckily, we didn't really lose that much time because we were just barely talking. Alright.
Yeah.
Where is that bastard? I know he's playing MKX. I see him playing MKX.
What's MKX?
Mortal Kombat X.
For some reason that didn't click into my brain until right before you said it.
Yeah, it's the one Mortal Kombat JP never shuts up about because that's his favorite. Ironically enough, it's based off the worst Mortal Kombat game by fans, which is MK4. Ironically enough. Also, is it just me, or have you been getting like a strange YouTube feed full of a game for a mobile game that's about horse girls?
No. Most of my feed ads are for Bunkai Star Rail because it's got like the fake collab coming up in less than a week.
Yeah, because I thought it wasn't. Yeah, I thought you would have gotten it because it's essentially like I've been getting these gotcha ads for a mobile game based off an anime, which apparently the anime is amazing, and it's based off like horse girls, which said horse girls are based off real horses. And the reason it went viral, the reason I found it is because the video on my feed showed of one of those girls running up to you and then drop kicking you in your face, and I'm like, the fuck is this game and can I play it?
I actually know what I think I know what series that is.
Yeah, it's Pretty Derby.
I forget what name it is.
Pretty Derby.
It's like Uma Musume or something?
Yeah, Uma Musume Pretty Derby or something.
Yep.
Also, that cat punch. Shut up. I just saw that.
That wasn't really a pun. I just noticed that, like, the way you had it typed said CAT, not CST. And I was like, I wonder if he meant for that to be intentional. I'm gonna make a joke.
Yeah, here's the thing. I post all my announcements on my phone, and because I have fat thumbs, my thumbs just press different buttons when it's not supposed to. And it annoys the hell out of me.
My nose is being uncooperative right now.
I had that feeling when I got out of the shower. That's why I was late. Now I gotta hype myself up to play this piece of shit while I have Bayonet on the sides when a cutscene's activated. Now to determine, should I just restart my playthrough and start from vanilla save, or continue on from my regular save and just restart the missions from there? Fuck it. I don't feel like restarting it because I don't want to spend any more time with this game than I need to. Missions. Nephilim. This game's already piss easy enough. I think I was on mission 2. Skins, DMC 1.
Yeah, because you showed off the first mission to show why JP's idea of this game being one of the better DMCs was full of it.
Pretty much. Like, the combat is good, but the story and characters suck. Ironically enough, DMC is known for its story and gameplay. Because that, ironically enough, even though DMC's lore is not really told really that well in the games, it's only told well in the novels and books. But hey, there's not really much I could do to talk about that without already getting on a rant. Oh boy. As you can tell, I'm not all that excited to be booting this game up. Only reason I got it was out of curiosity, and then after a bit I understood why people hated this. Is stream lagging, or is it just me? Like, is it stuttering like before? If that's the case, that's not a good... Hold on, let me check on
Yes, but it's not like too much behind from what I can tell.
That's not what I mean. It's cause like let me full screen it. Okay, no frame skips that I know of. Okay. Okay, no frame skips that I know of. Alright, let's do this. Starting a new mission. Yeah, I don't give a shit. The devs did try to make this game fun. They really did, but everything else is just so iffy. Oh, this game's super loud. Yeah.
Welcome to the order.
Not what I was expecting.
That's the idea.
The demons are amongst us, Dante. They are enslaving mankind. The world is asleep, brainwashed, and helpless. We're fighting back.
Say what you want about the DMC anime, but at least it tried to understand Dante. This is blatantly trying to change him when he's never meant to be.
You got no chance.
We don't leave things to chance. We've accumulated vast intelligence on the demons and their collaborators. World leaders, bankers, pop stars. We can hit them where it hurts.
God, this is so dumb. Hey, fake Virgil.
Amazing.
Dante. It really is you. You don't remember me.
Yeah, great. Fun.
How much of your childhood do you remember?
Not much. I had meningitis when I was 7. Wiped my memory. Why?
They told me I had a car accident that resulted in total amnesia. Age? 7.
Your point?
Meningitis is a human affliction. You are not human, Dante. All war is fought with deception, and you have been deceived. Your past has been hidden from you for a reason.
Rewind a bit. Who are you again?
My name is Virgil. I established the Order to help find a way to fight the demons.
Besides swords and bullets, you mean?
Such weapons can win battles, but not the war. We use force, yes, but we also use intelligence, politics, propaganda.
You really believe you can make a dent?
Make a dent? With the two of us working together, I believe that we can defeat them.
So that's what this is about. You need me to fight the demons, help you save the world.
What else were you planning on doing with your life?
You guys do seem really nice, but I'm more of a loner type. Trust issues, work alone, that kind of thing.
Dante, I don't think you understand what is at stake.
If you want to leave, turn your back on me, I'm powerless to stop you. But you'll be making a grave mistake. Not just for yourself, but for mankind.
For mankind?
Yes.
What makes you think I give a shit?
Please give me a chance to show you
Show me what?
who you really are.
Hey, JK.
This was your home.
I don't remember it.
You will. Cat, open the gateway.
What are you doing?
Our world and Limbo are very closely superpositioned. They collide in places causing what we call rifts. It's here, in the rifts, that we can create gateways to and from Limbo.
Doesn't smell too good. What's in the can?
A compound I created based on an old Wiccan recipe. Sea salt, shark oil, iron shavings, desiccated squirrel semen, wolf hair.
Good stuff.
You see what I mean?
Go ahead. The house holds secrets. I found mine. Now it's your turn.
How'll I get back?
We'll take care of that. Just be careful. And get
Did they change his hair for the definitive version?
Huh?
Dante's hair, it looks like it got changed between
Oh no.
the
as
old
a,
version and this one.
oh, as a bit of a sorry, the devs were like, "We're sorry for saying DMC thought we were sorry for saying DMC 1, 2, 3, and 4 Dante sucked, so we're giving him his old outfit back. We're sorry. We're sorry for saying he would never look like old Dante." Which is where a lot of the controversy comes from, because the devs actively shout on what made Dante cool and trying to make him an edgelord in the worst way. And I love Edge, but this is not the Edge I like. Like, at all. I will admit the gameplay ideas they did try, I'm happy they got transferred over to 5 for some of them. Especially for Virgil's moveset. Because I just made
So this is
DMC
my
5
home.
Virgil better.
Well, show me your secrets.
Yeah, sure. What's worse is that because of the whole... Because of how simple DMC's story is, if the devs fell for the reboot, the devs fell for the trap of thinking simplicity equals a bad story. No, it does not. Because DMC's themes are simple. The kindness and compassion are a human thing, while lust for power and being evil is a demonic thing. And if you act evil and if you're evil and a shitty person, you're more like a demon. Whereas if you're kind and compassionate, you're more human. Unfortunately, this game shits on that and said, there's nothing good about humans. Angels are pure good. Not humans. We're going to make Dante half angel for some weird reason. Completely removing this whole theming of him being human. And him showing... And... Ugh. Ugh. At least the reboot kept him. At least the anime kept him human, at least. At least there's that.
You think the main games would ever incorporate like an actual half angel?
No. Not exactly. I don't think they would. And even if they did, it's not really a shit. How do I do it again? Oh yeah. There we go. I will say this, the level design is creative in a way. Also, but god damn. Because the art style hurt my eyes a bit because it's so weird. No, there
Yeah, I've heard about the Gucci
remember this
floor.
place.
Oh yeah, DMC 2. I think I showed you guys that and it actively hurts your eyes.
No, this game.
Oh yeah.
There's like one level. I was watching a review for this game. Well, the other version, not the definitive. And they showed off one level where the floor looked really Gucci, like a Gucci designer made it, but it also like tried to pop off from the floor.
Let me guess, was it the dance club?
I think that's what it was.
To be honest, the only reason I learned this game's mechanics is out of spite, mostly.
Tough guy.
Yes, the thing that Gen Z thrives off of.
Spite, yeah. I love the music,
What are you
though.
trying to show me?
Like, the music is genuinely good, I will give it that. Noisia does a really good job, along with all the other bands that were involved for this game. But no, JK, there have not been angels. There have been angel-looking figures, but no genuine angels. Like, for example, Mundus is one. Oh, Arbiter.
YouTube's buffering.
Who's there? Whoa!
The fact I'm switching between Bayonetta and this currently is weird. Because on the cutscenes I'm switching to Bayo 2, and on this I'm just coming back every time the gameplay happens for this. It feels like for this something they try to combine the best aspects of Nero and Dante and put them into one, but it doesn't quite feel right. It feels weird. It feels like he has moves he's not supposed to have, if you get what I mean.
I mean, I'm questioning a lot of the weapons he has, so.
Like Rebellion doesn't look like Rebellion. The designs aren't really all that unique. They just look like typical. I don't know. I can't describe it. It feels like what an edgelord wants their weapons to be. Like a scythe and an axe. Yeah. What am I doing?
This way, Dante. Okay. Can't catch me.
Dante. Did I hear that right?
Although I will give this game kudos for this. We got to see Dante exploring the mansion. In DMC 5, all we saw was him just sort of just go to the mansion and the cutscene happens. It would have been cool if we actually got to explore it. But, eh. Also, this game did a character action sin, by the way, in the original version, and that is color-coded enemies. You never want that, because it's stupid. I hate it when action games do that. That does not make it depth or difficulty. It just makes things tedious. And they removed them in the definitive edition, or rebalanced them.
That was me. I remember this.
All war is fought with deception. You've been deceived. Your past has been hidden from you for a reason.
There's Sparta.
That's the reboot's version of Sparta?
Yep. And they
Where am I?
obviously ruined him. And that doesn't look nearly
Am I
as
dreaming?
cool.
I'm guessing it's meant to be like his demon form.
No, it's meant to be a weird hodgepodge of human and demon. And I hate it.
Oh yeah.
Ugh. And also,
Come to think of it, of the reviews I've seen for this, I don't think they ever addressed the devil trigger.
because it's stupid. This is what the devil trigger is. I'm gonna waste it, but I don't give a shit. It's stupid. That's it. That's the devil trigger. No unique transformation, no...
It look-
Out you come.
What? Sorry.
It looked like it was trying to be Time Break from Sonic Secret Rings.
That's what... In a way, it was. What it does is that it basically launches every single enemy in the air, causing you to air juggle them. The thing is, though, it's dumb. Because the way Devil Trigger works in DMC is that it's supposed to be another tool for you to access and use. Not just another Berserk form. It's meant to be another tool to extend combos and the like. And this is where this game fucked it up. Because the devs just saw it as, oh, it's a Berserk, time to just make it a generic Berserk, when in reality it was more than that. It was more than just a get off me tool. It was another way to combo, a way to style, another way to enhance your moveset. And it's...
What now?
And it annoys me they made it like this.
You know my name.
Oh, though. Oh, the capture card's chugging. The capture card was chugging, trying to render all that. Yeah,
Okay.
no,
So what else have you got?
yeah, not all the cutscenes were remade for the outfits. Some of them were just straight from the game. Some of them are pre-rendered, and some of them are in-engine, essentially. And it's kind of dumb. Oh yes, red orbs, what I need. Like, if not for this game's story, I would rate this game above DMC 1, but this game's story is so horrendously bad and get Dante so wrong that I just, no, I have to put it, I cannot rank it any higher than DMC 1. It just, ugh.
Sparta! They're here! They're here! They found us!
What the hell happened here?
We've got to get out. Now! Hurry! Come on, quickly!
I'm so glad I started off with DMC 5 as my first DMC game.
I started with 3 recently and have not played in a while. Because I managed to beat Agni and Rudra, annoying fucks that they were. And then my brain just hasn't thought of DMC3 in a while.
Either way, once you do get used to it, DMC3 is considered one of the best in the series. There's a reason people to this day still like argue whether DMC3 is better than 5 still. Because DMC3 and 5 are just amazing.
Come on. How did they find us?
I know that voice.
Yeah. I've also died enough times in 3 to where I unlocked the easy mode on the second mission, where you have your very first boss fight.
Cerberus.
And the game has offered to be like, hey, you can lower the difficulty at any time.
You see,
And I'm like, nope, I will learn that.
yeah, you see, that's how the game gets you. That's how DMC3 gets you. Remember how you said earlier that Gen Z is fed by spite or lives off spite. That game thrives off of you being spiteful. The game is just asking you or literally daring you to master it, despite the bullshit it's throwing at you. And then once you do master it, it's just it hits just right. It's one of those. Not only that, there's a reason people consider it one of the hardest DMC games as well, because the original PS2 release was bullshit hard. Because Capcom was like, Americans know how to game. We'll just make the normal difficulty hard mode for some weird reason. Yes, the devs intentionally mislabeled normal and hard mode just to fuck with us.
Is that Mom?
I love you, Dante.
Fucking demons.
And people have the audacity to say the anime is worse than this. The audacity to say the anime is worse than this. At least, this game's making me mad already, and I haven't even died or anything. Hold on. I'm messing with something real quick. Delete that. There we go. Put back Bayonetta on my Switch because I want to have something to play during these god-awful cutscenes. And, oh. Is that what's taking it over? Okay, turned off Google. There we go.
Gets better and better.
Let me check something. No, nothing's downloading. They could just have shitty weather.
You! Get after her! Down there! Cover the doors! Move!
Oh yeah, by the way, did I forget to mention, you wanna know what this game's theme is? It's dumb. You wanna guess what it is?
Capitalism is stupid.
Close. You're close. Let's see, what is it?
Capitalism is demonic. That demons run capitalism.
You're close. Hold on. You're close. I know you are. It's like fight against the power or something, but it's done in a super poorly way that's not DMC like at all, because DMC was never about that. And that's what kind of pisses me off a lot, actually.
From me!
it's just a lot of this game, as you can tell, pisses me off. Like imagine a Western developer deciding to remake the Fate visual novel, and then make Shiro not like Shiro at all, but instead make him a wuss who is meant to be like the representative of masculinity, when in reality he's no different than just a jock. It's
Cool.
it's like as you can tell, I have basically
You want to help me walk? You want to walk me through that scenario? Cause you kind of got me confused on what you meant.
imagine, let's say someone remakes Fate Stay Night, for example, and they get the themes of the story all wrong, and instead get a thing of, oh, turns out the spirits, are pieces of shit that were never good people, which, yeah, obviously that's the case in Fate, but they make it so that they're realistic to their personalities, as in the depraved parts show. You know the depraved parts.
G-Ray from Fate Zero, basically.
Yes. Except dial up the depraved parts by 10.
Bro, the man literally summoned a giant tentacle demon.
Yeah. And then apply all that depravity to every single other character that had redeeming character traits. That's what this game is. Oh, you thought that character was actually doing something good for his life? No, in reality, he was always a piece of shit, because no human is a good person, because everyone that wants a wish is a piece of shit, essentially. That's what this game's doing. It's dumb. And I kid you not, you want to know what the dev for this game called Dante from DMC 4? You want to know what that piece of shit called him?
I know what he called Trish and Lady.
He called Dante a gay cowboy, and I'm like, fuck you. Yet that same bastard went on to make Hellblade.
Okay, cowboy part I can kind of get. He's got some moments where he's like, yeehaw, motherfucker, let's do this shit. But how does he get gay out of that?
His design and the way he acts. Because back then, the cool guy wasn't the dude doing awesome table flips and flipping in the air and doing all these anime cool shit. No, the cool guy back then smokes, drinks, does drugs, fucks women, all that stuff, all the depraved stuff. That's the cool guy that they thought that was gonna be, that they wanted to make Dante quote unquote cool when it's not.
A blue rose.
You see what I mean by this game tends to piss me off a lot?
I didn't ask for your help. Ask for your help.
Like it's trying to be cohesive, but at the same time it does not give a flying fuck.
Yep. Because when they looked at DMC, they saw that there was, albeit I have to admit there's barely a story to explain what's going on most of the time. DMC 3 is still the one with the best story, right with 5 close behind. But it's DMC's more than that. It's more than just this. Whatever the hell these devs are trying to do. And it still just pisses me off. It's annoying, and I don't like it. It's frustrating. Because you want to know, you want to know what this game lacks? It lacks sincerity. That's what it lacks. It comes from that era in gaming where everything had to be cynical. And I hate that style of writing.
Cynical writing can work, but it's like every kind of writing in the world. You have to walk the thin line and make sure you don't accidentally teeter at points to make sure it lands right.
Because I get if you're making like a grim dark world like in Warhammer, for example. I can understand that. But at least that's sincere. It's trying to tell a story it wants to tell, and it fully believes in what it's telling. It's just... I wish... a lot of this game just makes me sad, as you can tell.
I imagine once you have like the moves memorized enough to do it like blindfolded, this would be a kind of game you could do like as a drunk playthrough.
Yeah, because I can make fun of it all, but the jokes I would say for this game have already been said, and I can only say so much. I can only spout El Dante so many times before it gets lame. Because of the meme of, you know, playing this game in Spanish.
And that one cutscene where he's facing a boss and he's like, "I'm Dante," and then he just has to repeat himself like 5 fucking times.
Pretty much. Because there is like, also when you said talking about the tech, you are right. Because there is some stuff that people do love about this game, like the combat system. Like for example, there's a bit of a combo offset thing where you could where weapons can be taken to other attack strings, and I love that. Like a weapon switch offset. That's what it's called. Where let's say you do like this move, like you swing 2 times, then you move on to this. I did not like the Platinum Trophy grind for this game. It was an okay game, but there was way too many cutscenes. Yeah, Junior, you know, yeah, pretty much. Also, you're new. Welcome to the stream. How you doing? Yeah, like, because there's some good tech here. The problem is that it's the game it's tied to. Because the devs clearly know. They know how to make a good action game. But everything else... There's a reason the common consensus is that this shouldn't have been a Devil May Cry game. That it should have been its own game entirely. That could be said for a lot of games, a part of certain franchises. Like, it doesn't feel like it should be a part of said franchise, but it's still a good game to stand on its own legs. You get what I mean?
I remember my mother.
Yeah. Like how kind of like if Three Houses wasn't under the Fire Emblem name, but you could still get the feel that, oh, it kind of feels like Fire Emblem.
But it's good enough, or at least it's so good that it could stand on its own 2 legs and basically start its own franchise, which can be said about every other Femblem game, because we talked about this before, where the lore of Femblem is just so vast that literally spin-offs can be made for each game. Oh yeah, and of course, he ripped out her heart.
She gave her life so that we could escape. I will never forget what he did to her. Our father, Sparta, took my brother and I away. He separated us. Hid us safely amongst the humans. Wiped our memories to protect us. That's why it all went black. Until now.
Ah. I think what makes me really sad is that I could have seen this game's potential. Like, it had a lot of potential to start a new IP. But because it's Devil May Cry, those expectations have been placed, and because it didn't meet those expectations, well, yeah.
Keep going.
Just a lot of this makes me sad. Whereas DMC 2 bored me to tears, this just makes me feel so upset.
You're my brother.
Your twin brother. And I've been looking for you for a long time now. Our mother gave these to us. I think she knew that this moment would come, that we would find each other.
And our father, Sparta.
Banished forever. A fate worse than death, they say. He's never coming back.
I want to know more. Where we come from, what happened to us. And above all, I want to know who's responsible for all this.
I'm probably gonna be stuck with this game for a while, considering how many cutscenes there are in this game.
And probably 2 streams minimum.
3 to 4 max.
How would you feel if they eventually made a DMC game that kind of made the two sides cross over to where the regular games interact with characters from this one?
Dude. I would feel so conflicted. Because it feels like such a cheap cash grab, but at the same time, I'm a DMC fan. I have been waiting for a new game for literal years now. That's not Peak of Combat, because Peak of Combat can suck my nuts. If you don't know what Peak of Combat is, well, it was the mobile DMC game that, in its beta stages, had a lot of potential, and then they fucking ruined it by simplifying everything to justify people paying for it because it's a gacha. And it's why I have a bit of a disdain for a lot of open world action RPG anime type games, because I got burned that's why I talked about it, and I got burned way too many times.
Well, I also ask because, like, that kind of a game where the characters of the core games and this game could help redeem this game and give it, like, a chance for maybe, like, a redeeming sequel kind of such.
They were considering making a sequel to this. Thank God they didn't and made DMC 5 instead. Because holy shit, like I said, people did not like this game when it came out, at all. I think there's a story that, I don't know if it's true or not, the story went around where when they remastered DMC 4 in this game, Capcom was using that to gauge interest in a new DMC game, and depending on which version sold more, they would make a sequel to said game. Luckily, though, DMC 4 won that, so that's how we got DMC 5, one of the best action games of all time. And I'm happy we're seeing a rise of character action games, because I'm itching for one. And indie character action games can only satisfy my hunger for so long. Which is why when I saw Tides of Annihilation at the Xbox Showcase, I got hyped. And Ninja Gaiden 4 is in a couple months, and I'm gonna be a happy gamer. Hold on. I'm back. Anyways, yeah, like I said, it just makes me sad because there's so much potential in this game, but they fucked it all up because they just wanted to just quote unquote one up the series, and it's just. Because it comes from an era where cinematic storytelling was on the rise, and because of that, stories had to get upgraded from simple to quote-unquote complex, which varies on the game. And sometimes writers would punch above their weight trying to write stories they had no business writing because they don't have the skill for it, and try to do it only to fail miserably.
Well, at the same time, it's also a case of how simple can you make something before it starts to appear complex? Because you can look at the 2018 God of War game or God of War Ragnarok and think, oh, these are kind of complex, when they're actually really simple.
Yeah. Like, story-wise, the new God of Wars are way better than the old ones story-wise, but gameplay-wise, yeah, it's a bit of a mixed bag. Like, you can still style, don't get me wrong, because I can do some crazy shit in Ragnarok, but there was definitely a more interest in the story and the story and the world and the combat. Which, if it wanted to, could still get pretty deep if they wanted to. It would just not hit as hard. Also, I think I may need to lower the kbps because it's lagging like a bitch.
You remember this place?
Yep.
Yeah, I remember coming here.
My mother used to bring us here.
Tell me everything.
Some things have always been. There have always been angels. There have always been demons. And there've always been at war.
Well, ain't that symbolism
9
very
millennia
obvious?
ago, one demon rose through the ranks to take power over the dark hordes. The strongest, the cruelest. Mundus. But Mundus did not rise alone. At his right hand was his most trusted lieutenant, his blood brother.
Sparta.
But Sparta betrayed him. He fell in love with an angel, Eva. The secret union between angel and demon was inconceivable. But it happened. And with it came new life. Twin boys. You and I. A hybrid of the warring angel and demon races. When Mundus learned of Sparta's betrayal, his fury knew no limit. He hunted the lovers down. Eva was murdered by his own hand. And for Sparta, he demanded a more brutal fate. Endless punishment and pain. But even as Eva was destroyed, and Sparta was imprisoned for eternity, each knew that the seed for their revenge had already been sown. Because according to legend, the only beings that can slay a demon king are Nephilim, a hybrid of angel and demon. Those hybrids now exist, you and I. Mundus believed that only one child was born. But there were two Nephilim, and each had been hidden well. Sparta armed his sons. The rebellion for Dante. The Yamato for Virgil.
So, Mundus killed our mom and imprisoned our dad.
Yes.
And we're the offspring of angels and demons.
Demon father, angel mother. We are Nephilim. The only ones that can slay the Demon King.
Good.
Yeah, this game is doing way too much telling at the same time as trying to show.
Yeah, no subtlety, isn't it?
Stand firm.
It's not really subtlety, it's literally trying to spell out everything that you can figure out from the background.
Yeah, that's another downside, is that it treats the players
Good.
like they're stupid.
Not just spraying them like they're stupid, just not even being cohesive with the storytelling. Like, there's a reason the phrases show, don't tell.
Yeah, a lot of writers still refuse to only show. I mean only to tell, not to show. Unfortunately.
Which, for some stories, it makes sense. Like, if you need a bit of an explanation to fill in some of the gaps that most people may not have been able to piece together, it kind of makes sense. But you need the pieces there to show for them to be able to link it together to begin with.
Dante, the gateway's ready. Come on. Dante, over here.
Luckily, some of these missions are super short. Although some of them do drag. Unfortunately.
Can you get across?
Like, the game has a
I'll have to find
nasty
another
habit of dragging because of all the cutscenes and everything else.
Silver
Oh,
Sachs Tower. The world's most powerful investment bank. And who runs it? CEO Kyle Ryder. A human vessel. The physical manifestation of Mundus, the Demon King. Through debt, he controls everything.
oh, it's not even the
The world
government
is
this
a
time. It's
factory
literally just
farm
evil
of human
companies.
souls.
That's it.
And he likes to keep his animals monitored and docile. The monitoring
Like, this
done
is the
by
kind of
Raptor News
the
Corporation.
kind of spot where tell works with show to get like the point across. And it's actually kind of done a bit well. Not done extremely well with these pulled out shots, mind you. But it's done well enough to where the player kind of understands what they need to do and where the story needs to go.
It has no effect on us, only humans. It's lobotomy in a can.
So what's the plan?
That's the Hellgate, a conduit from which Mundus draws his power. While he's connected to the Hellgate, he's immortal.
The
Get
Hellgate
him
is
away
a
from
concept
Hellgate,
from DMC4.
Sword will do the rest.
So, how do we do that?
We get his attention. Mundus is petty. He's impulsive. If we hit him where it hurts, let his
Narratively,
anger rule
from
him.
actual
Only
Bible.
we can draw him out.
Okay, so to kill Mundus, we need to drag him away from the Hellgate. We do that,
Ironically
that
enough,
gives him
the series was inspired by the Divine Comedy. Ironically enough,
by taking out the Raptor News Network and Virility.
That's it.
You don't say.
Which one do you want to do first?
Not like the main character and his brother are meant to be straight up from it. Or at least inspired.
that's the mission. Oh, it's so dumb. Oh, for the love of God. This game's so stupid. Like, I shit you not, some missions aren't just straight up cutscenes as well. That's the fucked up part. Like, literally one mission is just you walking around. That's it. That's the mission.
They're aware of you now, Dante, so stay low. Mundus doesn't know I exist, so I'll remain hidden until we're ready to strike. Cat knows the virility factor, and what lies beneath you. She will be your guide.
It'll kill you.
Attention.
Come on. Cat, you dragged me into limbo.
What?
Yeah, that's gonna be a pattern, by the way. Most of the
camera's
combat of
frozen.
the
They must have been
gameplay
looking
only
out.
happens in Limbo. That's gonna be a pattern.
You'll have to take it out.
I know. Here comes trouble.
I'm not safe here.
And go.
I almost wish that for DMC 6 they actually do bring in Limbo. Because from what I remember from the reviews and see in the gameplay, it's an interesting enough concept.
Well, I mean, Limbo's literally just hell. That's literally what it is. Just hell. And DMC does show that you can do hell in a variety of different ways, along with DMC 5.
Yeah, but with how the regular games have like their own defined version, like kind of how 2 hints at it and 5 shows it, like you could have Limbo, like actual Limbo, the point where it's like kind of like purgatory kind of thing, actually appear in the main series as kind of like a purity or purification realm.
I would agree if not for the fact that, well, like I said, the idea of angels don't really, the concept angels don't really exist in DMC, like, at all. It's never been confirmed that there are angels, unfortunately. I would love for them to try to experiment with the idea, but since there was never any hints at all for it, if they try to do it now, it would be really hard. Because how would you do that naturally? Introducing a concept that has never been introduced to a franchise at all and has never been hinted at all in any of the games.
Counterpoint. The games literally have devils and demons, which implies the existence of angels due to the first devil / demon having been an angel.
For this area. Best avoid them
Yeah,
if we can.
not gonna lie, I do kind of wish they dealt with Lucifer, and I'm like, dude, that would have been so easy. But I get it, they want to do their original demon designs and all that, understandable. But come on, Lucifer's right there.
It would also give them room to expand once they've literally killed everything from hell.
Yeah. Oddly enough, like I remember back in the day, in my fanfic days, I know another one of those. I remember reading a fic that actually dealt with Lucifer in DMC, and essentially he was this demon that was so strong that essentially he was just sort of playing with Dante. Where
That would be a fun thing to see.
like he was like messing with him. Like he had no interest in like attacking humanity. He just wanted to mess around. Since, you know, all Lucifer does is just fuck around with people and try to get people to fuck up. Where are you? Oh, there you are. Oh, there's one of these things. Whew. If there's one thing good about the good in most DMC games, I say most because 2 exists, is that the game gets more fun on higher difficulties because of DMC's whole thing about trying to style. At least that, if that's one thing this game gets right, is the fact that, well, the harder the game, the more fun you can have, the more creative you can get. And it's perfectly understandable why a lot of indie games take inspiration from this than games like Ninja Gaiden, Metal Gear Rising, or Bayonetta. Because DMC's combat system is very much... How do I say this? The game essentially gives you a lot of creative freedom over your moves. Like, a lot of the moves you have, at least minus this one, are either tied to specific inputs. Like, for example, forward is Stinger, moving back while when using our lock on is like a launcher. For example, this high time. There's pause inputs, which is like this, and then this is the regular combo without the pause. Yeah, there's like a lot of, and there's like the combination ones, which is, well, this for example. Like, that's what DMC is really good at. It's good at giving you all your moves and letting you just go ham with it. Like, whatever moves you have, the devs are just like, here are your moves, recognize them, have fun. That's the way DMC is, and as a whole. And it's why people love it so much. You have so much creative... The devs trust you with all these systems and just basically say, don't be afraid to go ham. Get crazy with it. And not a lot, and so many game devs just don't want to do it because, well, because here's the thing, making a character action game is not an easy task, obviously. Like, there's a reason not a lot of games go with the simple God of War control scheme than DMC, because as character action games got more simpler, so did every other game that tried to do it as well. It's why a lot of anime or action RPGs, rather than having combo inputs for certain moves, it's the hold L1, press whatever combination to do special move. And what ended up happening is that as the simplicity came, so did the depth. Like, it dropped a bit. Because, well...
There you are.
I think what devs fear is overwhelming the player, because when you give them so many options, it just overwhelms the player, and it just makes them feel like, oh my god, do I need to master this just to have fun? And the answer is obviously a no. You don't need to learn all these combos, but if it's only there if you want to learn them. And if how do I say this? And in terms of how I want the skill ceiling to be, I'd rather have it where you can easily get through the game by spamming one move, but if you want to, the system to do a lot of cool shit is still there. It's why I like God of War, where despite it being one of the more simpler hack and slashes, it's still a really good game because, well, anyone can play it. There's tech for the people that want to learn to understand the system. There's people who just want to like have fun and mash buttons. It's essentially a one-size-fits-all. And DMC is somewhat like that. I say somewhat in quotes. Oh, these are the color-coded enemies that I hate. But yeah, where was I? Oh yeah, it's why I like it's why I can respect the original God of Wars and what they were trying to do. Because, well, yeah, they were inspired by DMC, but the games were essentially... there's a reason why the games are so fun to people. Because you can do so much stuff, but the game doesn't require you to do all that. It's only there if you want to delve with the system. And I'd rather have a system that can go really high but a low skill ceiling than a low skill ceiling with no depth, with not a high, than a low skill ceiling with a high skill floor. I'd rather have a low skill floor and a high skill ceiling. That's the preferred one. It's why a lot of DMC fans recommend 5 or 3, because, yeah, and personally I believe you should do it 5 first, because 5 is the most beginner friendly. It's also the one with the, like I said, DMC fans still argue between 3 and 5, which one's better. There's a reason I say that, because 5's system is meant for new people to get into the combat and learn to understand its systems, learn to understand its combat, its weapons, the moves you can have. It's such a big, it's a playground for an action game nerd. And I'm all for it, and it's why I get on JP's shit every now and then for when he uses the cross in Dante's Inferno, because I've seen that, and yeah, there's a reason I make fun of him for it. Because which one would you have? Which would you rather have? A low skill floor but also a low skill ceiling, or a low skill floor but with a high skill ceiling?
Well, it also depends on like how easy is it to learn the system. Because if it's significantly harder, a low ceiling, well, yeah, it's going to be less satisfying. It still means that you can actually get through the game and find some enjoyment in it. But if the controls are easier or slash can be improved upon with other moves, and you can kind of start getting the hang of it because the game is actively wanting you to, then a high ceiling.
Yeah, and then there's the rare few games that do the high skill floor, high skill ceiling as well, like Ninja Gaiden, for example, where that game just wants you at your best constantly. Which I can understand why a lot of games don't copy Ninja Gaiden. Like I said, it's not a game meant for the faint of heart. It is not, by any standards. Those games are meant to kick your shit in.
One more.
It's also why I'm hoping...
Unless it's something like Ragebound, which looked more beginner friendly.
Yeah, it's a beginner-friendly entry if you want to play through Classic Ninja Gaiden, which, oh my god, I want the Blasphemous devs to have a jab at remaking the original trilogy. Lord knows it needs it. For balancing reasons. Oh boy. Fuck. Oh, you gotta do this without getting hit? Oh, that's some bullshit. Okay. Fuck. Okay, this is tricky. Man, why is it lagging so much? Jesus Christ. You know what, fuck this one. I am not a fan of Iron Man runs. Damn, why am I lagging so hard? Is it my weather? Hold on.
See you later.
No, I think it's just cloudy. Probably messing with the signal. But yeah, there's a reason I like these types of games because, well, when you played a lot of action games over the years, you tend to realize what games are actually going to give you value and depth versus games that are just meant to be simple. Like, for example, I love Visions of Mana. I really do. It's a great game. But
Those spells can take hours, if not days, to
it's
prepare. So why
it's
not
very
try it for
much
instant use
not
later?
meant for people like me who want a DMC type game. I still enjoy it because of its simplicity, but I have a bad habit of for certain action games of trying to see how far I can take the system. And what I'll do is that I will try to find tech, like for example, jump canceling, block canceling, or anything involving block. Anything that can cancel my moves, I will try to find out about. I will try to find. Like for example, Sonic Unleashed, I discovered block canceling, which is, oh my god, the speed you can do combos with that system is great. It's why I want a Sonic Unleashed remastered, but I don't know if Sega's ever going to want to do it, considering, well, it's not bad, far from it. But goddamn. Some people do not like those stages, the night stages, even though they're really fun in terms of the combat. Like, you ever seen the meme?
Most people don't like it because, well, the Werehog takes up like 60-70% of the game. And most Sonic fans are usually there for the daytime style stages.
Yeah.
And Sega knows that Sonic fans want an Unleashed remaster because it's the one they don't shut up about. Either that one or Heroes.
I love Heroes.
Come on,
Although I feel like I had enough people talking about it at this point. I keep hearing people talk about it, and up to the point where I got on my nerves. Because, like, I get it. It's awesome. I know that. I know it's a great game. You don't need to tell me for the millionth time. I know it's great. I played it. It's awesome. I know this. You don't need to remind me every 2 seconds.
And I don't need the reminders that I've never played it.
I have. It's great.
Like, do I want to play it? Yeah. I would like to experience it. I would like to reach Metal Overlord. 4 playthroughs be damned.
That and...
But at the same time, you don't gotta talk about it again.
That and What I'm Made Of is a goddamn masterpiece of a song.
I love that they brought that back for Shadow Gems.
Oh yeah, it's so good. A lot of music I'm so glad they brought back for Gens. because the music is just that good.
And we're good to go.
Like, like for example, the remixed version of "I Am All of Me" is just mwah, just amazing. I loved it. Like
I don't think it had "I Am All Me" being the remixed song. I know they put in the orchestral version for All Hail Shadow.
It's All Hail Shadow. Yeah, I got it confused. It was All Hail Shadow, which would you believe me if I said I got Sonic 06 as a kid, mainly because I actually thought the game was good because I was a stupid kid.
I mean, my guilty pleasure game for the longest time was Sonic Forces, so...
Well, I mean, understandable with Forces, because Forces is a game you learn to, like, appreciate the spectacle. I can understand that, but 06... like, unless it's Project 06, which that one's actually good, which, Sega, for the love of God, just hire that man to port over 06, and have people say good shit about it. That's not just the meme of the Elise kissing Sonic.
I would love to see how Project 06 like is handled on actual modern hardware that's not computers. Because I want to see how much the PS5 is going to struggle with that engine. Because I know it would.
Oh yeah, the engine is being held together by broken hopes and tape, and spits and spit. It's literally being held by nothing. It's a miracle the game even fucking runs at a solid frame rate most of the time.
No, I meant Project.
Oh.
Where like the engine is actually capable of being actually good.
Oh, Unity, you mean?
And that's why I'm saying, like, I would want to see how the PS5 handles it, because that game can be intensive.
Yeah, but then we also got to remember the last time you showed me it, you were on your PC that you said yourself is not really a great gaming PC, or even a laptop.
That was also before I realized that when plugged in, it would switch the performance mode to something else, forcing it to run a higher thing than I would have liked.
Oh, so it ran out like high settings without you realizing it.
Yep.
Hey, Virgil.
And I never realized what was happening until I tried playing a fighting game with it and started having hella more frames and being hella more confused on what I was getting my ass handed to me.
You were like, I'm usually getting lag. How am I getting my ass handed to me in 60 FPS smoothly? Like, it's strange. I'm so used to, like, losing because I'm lagging, not because it's a good frame rate. Fuck! Then you realize, oh, right, the game's not running at settings it's not supposed to be running at.
Well, mainly I didn't know that at first, and then I was like, wait, let me see, like, what the performance mode is on. And then I saw, oh, it's going into performance when it's plugged up. That was a fun realization.
I know that feeling all too well sometimes. Because usually when you're gaming on PC, the game will do its best to automatically read your settings to know, like, oh, okay, this guy has these specs, I'll put it on these settings. I will, Virgil. Ah, son of a bitch.
Fatter they are, harder they fall.
Oh yeah, this also came back by the era of crude.
Yo, Virgil, what happened to that hat?
Yeah, fun fact, everyone hated the hat in the reboot.
I know, I was making a joke out of it.
Oh yeah. Yeah, because people really hated that fucking hat when it first came out, the reboot. Because they made Virgil look like a Redditor. He's supposed to be a Chuny weeb, but not a Redditor.
I mean, there's only so many ways that a man's strong enough to fight a man who is also capable of fighting possibly an entity on the level of an archangel with ease, and then that very same, the first man, be like, yeah, I'm gonna come back just to kick my own son's ass.
And then lose to him. They level up drive. Alright, let's see how it looks. Alright, mission 5. Oh, we're only like 2 hours in. Fuck. This might take like 3 streams.
Well, I did say 2 minimum. And you said 3 or 4 max.
I sensed a demon under the factory. Succubus, an ancient one.
Oh yeah, and it's not the good kind of succubus either. It's the horrifying ones. The ones that look god ugly for some weird reason.
Welcome, visitors, to the Virility Factory. Virility's secret ingredient is what makes Virility the #1 soft drink in the world. And best of all, it has been scientifically proven to improve weight loss by 21% and enhance sexual performance by
21%? That sounds medically improbable and concerning.
Told me I was crazy for seeing demons.
Yeah. They tried telling me I was a basket case too.
Wanted to put me on drugs. Said it would make me better. They lied. They just wanted to keep me weak. Docile.
How did you figure it all out?
Virgil pulled me out of the nightmare. You?
When the people you're supposed to trust most turn out to be demon scum, your eyes really do open up to evil everywhere. I took a stand, fought back, killed, no matter the consequences. So I chose my path and I lived by it. And after all that anger, violence, and death, you have to dig deep. Dig into your own heart. To see if you're still sane. Or if you can still call yourself human.
I just knew in my heart I wasn't crazy.
Very, very subtle game trying to tell DMC's theme when you clearly cannot understand it. But okay. Also, I don't think you heard it, but it also said it's meant to improve,
There is no physical way to reach
like
it from
what,
our
sexual
world.
performance by 63%, and I'm like, okay, that's a
There's
scam.
rift inside.
Obviously.
Yeah, but then
And considering how it sounds like it's meant to be a stand-in for fucking Viagra, yeah, I've raised a few eyebrows. Despite the fact that my eyebrows did not rise.
yeah, because I think you can sort of tell what this game's trying to do. It's very obvious what this game's themes are, and it's not so very, not at all subtle about it.
Virgil says it could be an effective intelligence gathering tool, but I can't do it at will.
So, how did you do it before?
It was triggered by extreme psychosomatic trauma. To nightmares.
What are the nightmares?
It's in the past now.
There's always a weird pattern with DMC. There's always Dante, always a girl needing his help, always him having to kill a demon lord, and ironically enough, he never gets the girl. Instead, they're like really good friends.
This is where they store the merchandise ready for export. It's funny.
What is?
I expected it to be bigger. A lot bigger. But then, I was just a child when I was here, and I was in limbo,
What are you doing here?
escaping my nightmares.
You came to Limbo to escape your nightmares.
Yes.
I don't know how that makes sense, but okay. So you go to hell to stop having dreams about hell.
Should be easy enough.
Maybe, but the demons may sense you once you're in limbo. So stay
I mean,
alert.
you confront your
And once I reach
fears.
the mixing room,
There's some reason to believe that those fears won't cause.
They did try to make the level design
What took you so long?
somewhat creative, or at least try to. Alright, shield. Also, this is another pet peeve of mine for this game as well, is that performance-wise, this game ran at like a 720/30 on the original version, which, why, considering all the games ran at a solid frame rate, aka 60, and that's what you kind of need for a game as fast as this. Oh yeah, I never got to.
You know, 30 FPS is not that bad of an issue, right?
Oh, it's not that bad.
Hey, could you point me
But
to the mixing room?
considering when the other games, even DMC 4, which was also on the same gen, ran at a solid 60 most of the time. Yeah. Because the DMC series is known for being very well optimized. Then again, they were using Unreal 3 for this and not MT Framework, which is the one that powered Monster Hunter and the like. How many of you are there? Oh, I think I know why my performance is so bad. It's because I think I know why the stream's lagging because people are popping fireworks still. That's probably interfering with the signal.
Are there still people popping fireworks near where you live?
Yeah, people still pop fireworks a few days after 4th of July, like maybe up to the 8th.
Yeah, I know that. Are they like currently doing it? Like, can you hear fireworks right now?
Yep, and a few gunshots as well. My guess is that some people missed out last night and wanted to still be able to do it tonight still. That's my guess. I already did this one. Okay, we get it, game. Drinking soda makes you fat. I get it. And stupid, apparently. I get it.
Which, not all that's true. Like, it does contribute, but it's not all true.
Yeah, it's only true if you eat, like, what? Drink, like, 3-4 bottles a day?
And even then, it's like, gotta be like freaking 2 liters, not like a freaking 20-ounce bottle. Like, drinking 60 ounces of soda is definitely bad for you, but it's not gonna be as bad as 6 liters.
Oh, yeah. 6 liters is... Ooh. And you can't use the excuse of, oh, I only drink it when I get, like, sugar cravings. No, that is not just cravings, my friend. You, my friend, need help. Or at least need intervention of sorts. I do love the idea of the weapons. Like, for example, like left and right trigger. If you hold them down, activate the weapon. Makes it much simpler, so you don't have to do that much finger gymnastics. Because I will admit, the finger gymnastics in DMC, if you like look up the combo vids, are crazy. Because it requires doing the claw, and I hate doing the claw.
Is that like a hand thing?
Yeah, it's a hand thing, and it's super uncomfortable.
Oh, is that like where you have to bring your finger around the controller itself to be able to both wield the thumbstick and the buttons?
Yeah. Like, for example, some people that play fighting games, what they'll do is that they'll treat the controller like a fight pad. So they'll like have it placed down and then have their fingers on the buttons for all combos and shit. And it's weird. I don't hate it, but goddamn, is it uncomfortable? And I'm like, how do you do this for a career? And since not everyone can afford a fight stick, it's
I actually did that with Mega Man Zero 1 before I learned that the controls in the Legacy Collection could be remapped.
Oh no, that's gotta suck.
Yeah, it hurt to get like that down into where I could do it repeatedly. And then I learned that the controls were mappable, and I just felt so stupid in that moment. I wanted to smack my head into a wall.
Okay, very subtle game. Very subtle game. Fuck you, Dante. Yeah, very subtle. Very, very subtle. Very subtle, you piece of... Ah, great. Ow. The level design starts to get really bland later. Like, it's very clear these devs tried to make a fun game. They really did. But goddamn, did they really mess up certain parts. God, I'm really hoping that if Platinum is going to get into the mobile game department, they at least try to do Peak of Combat but better. Because I know for damn sure they're going to have to, because, well, I mentioned multiple times,
Where the hell is that mixing room?
they're in such a bad position that they literally said they have to rely on the gacha market. And I'm like,
Did they just straight up pull a Shadow the Hedgehog right there?
with the
Because
what?
he just said, "Where the hell's the mixing room?" Which made me think, where's that damn fourth Chaos Emerald?
God, I love the needless edge of Shadow the Hedgehog. It's so dumb, but I love it because it's dumb. It's why I like Strange Days of Paradise. It's the good kind of edge, where it's sincere. They know they're trying to make him look cool, and I love them for that. Whereas Shadow, it's the dumb fun edge, the type of edge you can just laugh at and have fun with. Which is why if you ever play that game, there is a mod where someone managed to fix a lot of the problems.
Yeah, there's also a mod for expert mode, which is just all the stages back to back.
Is there a difference, or?
In the regular game, in order to unlock expert mode, you would basically have to perfect all of the levels, which means each campaign route, like you enter one stage after the next, after the next, after the next, so you would essentially be replaying, getting all 10 endings, perfecting each stage in the process, and basically perfecting the secret final stage, just to unlock expert mode. And that mod basically enables expert mode to start.
Oh God, that's horrible.
Which, if it was just like get the true ending to get expert mode, like most people wouldn't be complaining about it. But I always remember they complain about it because they're like, you have to do the stages as best as you can.
Oh, it's one of those. I had a feeling it was one of those. Because those types of game modes suck.
At the very least, to unlock.
Yeah, at least you can. Oh, okay. Okay, that's gross game. Well, that's gross game.
What in the shitting hell is going on here?
The mixing process. But it's the source we're interested in.
I'm guessing our succubus is on the other end of that.
That's right. This way.
Trouble. Give me a minute.
Be careful.
It's Dante. Telling him to be careful is like telling an elephant not to wreck something in a china shop.
That's a bull.
If it's in there, something's getting wrecked.
I mean, you really only say that type of stuff with the bull, but okay.
I think it's the same damn concept. Additionally, a bull is basically meant to wreck something at some point, whereas Dante actually tries to not wreck shit a good amount of the time.
Well, I mean, the reason it is explained multiple times that the reason he's so broke is because he spends a lot of the money trying to fix the damages he caused. So it's not like he doesn't want to destroy anything. He wants to try to keep everything relatively unharmed. The problem is, fighting demons doesn't really give you the opportunity to do all that.
So which one of you fat asses wants to reload the biggest loser?
True. But you also can't tell me he doesn't try to mitigate damage as much as possible.
Oh, that's what I'm trying to say.
When able to.
Oh, he does. He tries to do that because, well, he has to save money somehow, and he can't be doing that all the time.
You've been eliminated.
He tries to mitigate damage, but because demons are demons, it makes it really hard to do that.
Dante, you okay? That looks
That
pretty nasty.
and, well, he owes a debt to a person he got killed and is helping his daughters get through life by sending them money. AKA his girlfriend and her dad. And he's giving the money to her sisters. Because he used to have a girlfriend, but because it's DMC and because it's Dante and he has to be depressed. She died, unfortunately, in a demonic attack. Because, of course, she did.
Him and DC's Constantine would have a lot to talk about.
Oh, dude, that would be so funny if Capcom decided to collab with Constantine. It would be so funny. They could just talk about how miserable they both are.
Which would probably be the most therapy both of them get the entire damn time.
Well, I mean, yeah. It's literally the only therapy they'll ever get because of the fact that, well, who are they going to talk to? They can't talk to their families. And the one family Dante does have has a similar trauma and likes to stab him a lot.
And then there's Nero, who likely would try to help Dante move forward, but because it's Dante and Pete and the demons in DMC do not like Dante, it wouldn't be that helpful.
Oh, no, here's the thing. The demons despise Dante. They hate him so much. It doesn't help that his dad being Sparta made it worse. Because since he's Sparta's son, well, in their heads, it's like, oh, I can kill Sparta's son, therefore making Sparta miserable. So I'm going to kill his son.
What is that, an egg timer?
It's a vial containing a spell I made from a variety of.
I don't need to.
You jump, I twist.
Are you serious?
Trust me.
I jump.
Oh, give me Death Race. That's a good song.
Good luck.
Oh, neat.
You don't have long. Hurry!
Oh, this one's literally just a race. Yeah, Give Me Death Race is one of the few good OSTs in this game that I'll gladly pop in to listen to. But it's just that good of a song. Like I said, I do love this game's soundtrack. It's awesome. I love it. It's just so delightfully edgy, and I love it.
Open up.
I still love that HSR basically pulled a DMC recently for one of its songs. And it's very fitting, the situation.
Yeah. Oh, look, a light at the end of the metaphorical tunnel. Literally. Actually, no, never mind. It's literally a light at the end of the tunnel. And I think we're here at the succubus.
Because the situation that gets portrayed in HSR is one gigantic time loop. Well, not gigantic, but but gigantic in the amount of times it's looped. And the one character who like persists through all the loops and remembers all the times he's had to kill off and claim all the power of his friends and allies from like the very beginning of the loops is all in a vain attempt to try and like break their loop cycle. And supposedly he succeeds. But they also, in the process, give him was effectively a DMC style,
Devil Trigger?
like the very end of DMC 5 style cutscene, where he's just fighting enemies until he faces off against what would effectively be a boss. And all the while, there's a song playing in the background, and it just gives DMC vibes all throughout.
That depends which game.
Like, you could look in the comments section and hear, like, Fine and May Cry.
Yeah. That's the succubus.
You missed. My name, by the way, is Dante.
Dante, son of Father and Eva, the
Yeah, but you can call me Dante the Demon Killer. Has a nice ring to it, don't you think?
You want to kill me? You can't kill me. I'm 1,200 years old.
You don't look a day over 12,000.
Fuck you.
Fuck you.
Fuck you.
So dumb.
Don't be shy. Nice nails. Let me cut them for you.
Ah, my nose is itchy. Ah, nose is itchy. Ah, ow, ow.
Hey, succubus. Suck on this. Shit! I can't reach it.
Fuck. Okay. Now you do.
I had like a bunch of loading bits. I did not know it was chugging that bad.
Okay, I fixed it. It should be good. It should be good. Just for safety reasons, I'm putting this at 480p. Just for safety reasons. I think OBS was just chugging really bad. Holy hell. Let's see, did it fix itself? Please tell me it fixed itself so I can still use the footage. For the love of God. Please. Please, for the love of God, not be lagging. Please, for the love of God. Is it
While you're checking that, I'm gonna get myself something to drink.
Oh, God. It's not showing up in the feed, and it's making me upset. Let me check the stream on my phone. Oh, thank God. Did it catch up? Oh, thank God it's not chugging anymore. Second chat. I think OBS was just bugging out. Yeah, I'm pretty sure OBS was just bugging out. Thank God. Holy shit, that was close. Whew. Yeah, OBS was just probably bugging out. Christ. That was scary. Oh, thank God it's working now. Thank fuck. For those people that are new, oh my God. I just had the worst lag I've ever seen in a while. So hopefully it's good for you guys. I'm hoping it is, because holy shit was it laggy. Whew, had to restart OBS for this. And thank God I did. Oh boy.
Going down?
Yes, we are, Dante, unfortunately.
Smash it.
Hmm. Bye-bye. Oh, you're powered up. Even worse. Woo! Well, that was close. Oh boy.
I'm coming for you, Bob.
Funny.
Great. What's going on there?
Harassing an old man. Very funny.
Oh hey, parademons.
Also, stream is no longer lagging. Let's go. It only took 50% of the stream. Never mind, I spoke too soon.
Yeah, that's the thing with this kind of stuff. You never want to say, oh, it's going well. Because I'm pretty sure Lady Luck sees that and is like, fuck that, I'm gonna spite you for a moment.
I'm not gonna hurt you. Unless you give me reason to.
Are you a prisoner of Mundus too?
Hold on, I'm
No.
fixed.
I'm from upstairs. Now can you tell me how to get to that tower?
Tower? Why?
Because I want to kill the demon that runs the show. Will you help me?
Kill it? Yes,
Love his design, though.
I can help.
You can't say these designs aren't original.
You help me first.
Let's hear it.
I got a B. B plus. Let's go. In Asia, that would have got me a belt.
Yeah, allergy medicine still right. Yep. Osiris. Why is there a name of the Egyptian god of the dead?
That's for the explanation. That's essentially because Dante's mother was an angel. Apparently, because she was an angel, she used a scythe. And the axe belonged to Sparta, even though that completely conflicts with lore, and it pisses me off. Anyways,
It also conflicts with actual like mythology,
pretty much.
and more than how Castlevania does it.
Yep.
Those flying bastards stole my eye. They torment me incessantly. I can't leave here without it. I'm trapped for eternity. Get me back my eye, and I'll take you to the tower.
Oh yeah, he's literally missing half his skull, so that checks out.
Over here! Flying bastards! Come! Go! Go! Follow them! Find their nest!
Where are you going?
Yeah, that's it. Lead the way. Little bastards.
Is the guy who is missing his eye named Phineas?
Yep. Was that an educated guess, or did you look it up?
I looked up the voice cast because I felt like his voice sounded familiar, and I wanted to find out why.
So was he familiar or not?
I'm looking at the list right now, so...
There we go.
There you are. Whoa!
Well, that was a PNG. They thought they could hide it, but no, it was a PNG.
Unless, like, I just remembered the very odd episode every now and again, I don't know any of the series he's been in. Because some of the credits are, like, for a singular episode, and I'm like, would I have remembered that?
And like, whoa, what was he in? First off,
A bunch of random stuff. And a lot of the bigger name stuff, it was like for a solo episode, like CSI Miami. Bones. He was in a Fast and Furious film, don't know, whichever one 2009 was. He was in an episode of NCIS. Like, just a bunch of odd roles.
so he's just one of the many actors that were picked for this game. Because a lot of the actors for this sort of game, I don't think they went anywhere for a while. If they have, well... Holy hell. There we go. Son of a bitch tried to get me. Don't have enough orbs yet.
No, get back here! The nest. That's gotta be it.
Not gonna lie, I feel like Dante's the progenitor of the sword-wielding dual sword, of the sword-wielding double gun-wielding badass. Cause I feel like he's the progenitor of it, and no wonder people like to copy it because it's so cool.
Why am I doing this for a crusty old demon?
I see that.
Yeah, that's why.
You remember how, like, there's a weird correlation with DMC and Power Rangers having voice actors and whatnot?
Yeah.
This game's Virgil was in the video game Power Rangers Battle for the Grid.
Oh, shit.
Fucking bastards.
That's a goodie.
IMDb says it was rated 5.7.
The game.
Yeah.
It's a decent fighting game. I'll give it that. It's a goodie, in my opinion.
Robert R.J. James.
Yeah, for some weird reason, the DMC and Power Rangers seem to be synonymous with each other. I'm surprised there was never a DMC Power Rangers game.
Come on, get up. Running out of room. Shit. That was a cracking good fight. Now how do I get back?
Why is it always the fact that this series always like leads to Tokusatsu fans coming in and getting involved? Like, come on, like why the fuck do Power Rangers actors always come to this series? Is this series like a weird fallback plan? Every single time a Power Rangers actor runs out of is ending their run on Power Rangers or something? Because if that's the case, no wonder.
How big of a character is Hunter in this game?
He's the first boss that you kill.
Oh. He's the same VA as Space Marine from Warhammer 40k Space Marine Master Crafted Edition.
Oh. Which is it just random Space Marine, no name?
It says Space Marine and Chaos Space Marine.
Oh, he played a background role in that game. Oh. Which, if you have the chance, play Space Marine 1. It's great.
He was also Thorgrim Grudgebearer in Total War Warhammer 2.
Oh, so he's a Warhammer VA. That explains a lot.
Solo Hammer, Warhammer, the original, doesn't say who he voiced, just says voice. The fuck?
That's weird.
And apparently was the voice of Miquol? Miqol from the 3DS version of Xenoblade.
What? Okay, what the hell?
Either IMDb didn't check this, or this is.
Or it just hasn't been up. It just hasn't. I don't think it just was updated.
No, it's been updated. It shows like stuff from this year. Maybe someone just didn't like fact check it or something. Because what?
Who is McCall again? Who is McCall?
Good damn question.
Oh, it's probably an NPC for a quest giver or something. Because holy shit, there's a lot of characters in the first game.
Oh yeah, it's one of the Machina.
Oh.
Oh, it's the leader of the Machina. Egel's dad.
Oh shit.
And that was the original on the Wii and the 3DS version. The list does not list the definitive, which they might have just remastered the. Actually, no, they still would have credited them.
Well, either way, it's still the same voice role. It just so happens that, well, the voice actors never changed. I'm pretty sure they just ported the voices over. They never redubbed it. At least to my knowledge, they didn't do any redubbing. Like, I'm pretty sure they got the actors back for Future Connected, and that was it.
I would believe so.
Yeah, because that's the only time I could
I
think
haven't
they got
checked
the
in
actors
a long
again.
time, though.
Because I only think they got it for Future Connected, and that's it. Woo! Got. Okay, I'm curious now. What does Dante's VA do? This version of Dante.
Hang on, let me pull it back up.
I'm curious now because what the hell is this VA list?
Tim Phillips is it's Tim Phillips, right?
I think.
Had 4 episodes in Territory TV series. Was in a hell of a lot of episodes in Neighbors, which was from 2007 to 2023.
I can see him in you.
Sparta was a demon. I'm nothing like him.
He was in 3 episodes of Once Upon a Time.
You are Nephilim.
Sheen, Herman, and Prince Thomas.
What are you?
Phineas. Scholar. Inventor. Prophet.
Demon.
He was in the Cheerleader Diaries as Harrison Simmons for 5 episodes.
It wasn't a favor. You said you'd take me to that tower.
Of course, my friend. Of course.
And then the rest of this is stuff that I don't think you or I might recognize.
So I'm guessing the guy was a reality TV show actor most of the time. And this was his one.
That's what it looks like.
I'm guessing this is his one video game gig.
In this and obviously PlayStation All-Stars.
Why am I not surprised? God, I want to. Ironically enough, I want to PlayStation All Stars 2, but considering how weird that game is already. I miss the era of Smash clones, not gonna lie.
Yeah. The last one we ever really got was Multiverses, and that was a failed experiment because they refused to go all out with it.
Yeah, they wanted to like let it make money on its own. Here's the problem with a live service. You need to constantly update it and put effort into maintaining it. You can't just have it on and then just wait for it to make money. You gotta put effort into it.
And you also gotta sell like a good amount of characters, not just like as of them being released. Like you gotta sell them ahead of time too.
Yeah, it's weird. Because here's the thing with gachas that a lot of big name companies fail to realize is that, like, at the end of the day, they're still games. They need to be maintained, they need to be taken care of, and they need to be supported. You don't, and the games like Genshin, Honkai, Nikkei, Wuthering Waves, Girls Frontline, those games don't, like, make money on their own. They're constantly getting updated with new stuff. They're constantly getting updated with new characters, new abilities, new like items. There's always new shit being added in games like that. You can't just let a game run on its own and just expect it to make money. Like I'll give COD shit. I'll give it all the COD shit, but at least you can see them trying to put new skins every season. Albeit shit skins, but at least they're trying to add new shit. I will give them that. They're at least trying to add new shit. Other companies just want to leave it as is and just hope it makes money on its own.
And then, like, you might have something like Doom Eternal, where with its DLC, it basically expands the story. It's more of the same, but at the same time, like, it doesn't change that much in comparison to the greater whole outside of lore.
Yeah, because there's nothing wrong with more of the same if what you're getting was already an amazing thing, right?
I forget.
Yeah.
I see things differently.
Dude, I would kill for
Which really makes me mad that they didn't do more with Shadow Gens.
Try opening your mind.
Yeah, but it's understandable. I mean, it was more like a glorified remaster, just with more bonus stuff. It just had a side game tacked onto it, which, don't get me wrong, I love Shadow Gens. But it's
Yeah, but you can't tell me you wouldn't have wanted another area, one from Shadow's own game, and at that maybe add something more substantial for the DLC that got added in.
I'll have you know, Keanu Reeves killed that role for a solid 5 minutes.
Yeah, but you can't tell me you wouldn't have wanted more than just a single stage and 2 challenges.
Oh, 100%. This should have been more. But hey, at least Shadow Gens is already an amazing game. I just wish... I'd rather be craving more than never want... I'd rather be craving for more than wanting less. You get what I mean? I'd rather be hungry for more than...
Yeah, but at the same time, like, it would have been nice to see something from Shadow's own game. Like, I get the importance for Radical Highway, I do, but you can't tell me that Black Comet would not have been, like, a fantastic way to finish that game.
Oh, 100%.
To finish Shadow Gens.
100%. That and the meme grew where apparently Black Doom just really loves Radical Highway for some weird reason. Like, I get for story reasons, but come on. Radical Highway for every stage, really? Or mostly every stage?
Like me.
And like you, they held great potential. What a waste. You want to reach your full potential?
Which, ironically, of all the stages that do show up in Shadow Gens, the Radical Highway cut-ins only occur for 3 of them.
Despite the meme being that, oh, Black Doom just really loves Shadow Gens.
That he just loves Radical Highway, yeah. Which, that just goes to speak of how short Shadow Gens is when, like, it feels like you're always in, or will always, like, come back to Radical Highway before you get to the end part.
Nope, it's a fucking demon.
I still want a solo Shadow game, but I know we'll never get it because, well, obvious reasons. Unfortunately.
Yeah, Sega and Sonic Team are not confident that a solo Sonic character would be able to do well on their own.
I mean, they tried that 3 times.
Fair.
And I'm talking with like on the Genesis days, like that solo Tails game, that solo's Knuckles and Chaotix game, and then solo Shadow. So I can understand why they didn't want to do it again, but goddamn, Shadow's so cool. Just give us a solo Shadow game already, for the love of God.
Asiel holds the key.
What we need is a solo Silver game.
You think Sonic Team has a conflicted feelings for Silver, considering what he's a part of?
Considering how often they've included him in recent years, no.
Yeah, but he's sort of just... I feel like Silver's just sort of there for the sake of being there. Like, it's never explained why he comes back. Over and over.
Got it.
Like, is it ever explained why he comes back?
I think he just really enjoys, like, Sonic's time, because we're never given much details on his future, unless, like, it's an apocalyptic one.
Oh, wait, if I remember correctly...
And even then, we haven't seen that in a while.
Oh, wait, if I remember correctly, isn't his, like, world just an apocalypse now? Like, it's literally just destroyed?
Alright, let's see what happens.
That's how it started out from 06, but following the events of 06, we've never seen Silver's time in Sonic's world. Like, we don't see that future. And that's why I'm like, we need a Silver game. Show us what happens.
That and, well...
Like, teasing if pairings be damned.
That and, well... We just need more silver.
Yeah.
Speaking of silver, I found a weird comic series called Sonic 15 Years Later, and I don't know how to feel about it. And it's very obviously shipping bait because they have like silver with Blaze, and I'm like, we get it. They're both from an alternate dimension. We get it. And it showed like Silver's kid like playing with his like patch on his chest, and then because because his kid was a cat, she ripped off a bit of his fur.
Your father fell in love with me.
Oh yeah, I've seen that.
Oh, that was funny.
We chose our path.
I find that funny because I know his pain. My sister used to do that to my hair, and it sucked. I know that pain.
Dear son. Now, finally, you will have that choice. You will have a great power. A power that will allow you to forge your own path. That, my son, is freedom. Be brave, my son. I love you.
Oh, Chainsaw Dude's fun.
I'm pretty sure if Dante watched Chainsaw Man, he would think that's an awesome series. It's got some questionable bits, but it's awesome.
Dude, if Dante watched Chainsaw Man, he would feed Denji so much pizza to keep him full. It's not even funny. As he would keep that man full on pizza. That's just the way Dante is. Okay, weird sci-fi bullshit. Let's go.
Oh, right, the tower. On my way.
We spent like 4 missions in this area. Jesus.
Is it just a super long mission, or is it actually 4 missions?
It took like 4 missions. We're currently on mission 10.
Oh, so it actually did take 4 missions. Jeez.
This area is 4
like,
missions.
At least that's a good half of the game so far.
No, it's a good quarter fourth of the game.
Wait, the game has like 40 missions?
20 missions.
That's what I meant when I said that's a good half of the game. Because we cleared half of the game.
No, we got here on like I think mission 5, mission 6, and then we've been here for the past couple missions. I think they're just running out of ideas at this point. They were just like, fuck it, extend this mission for 4 missions, and then make one of the missions really short for the sake of being short, because we don't have the budget for this. God damn it. I do love the animation work for this game. It's amazing. And remember how I mentioned earlier these devs worked on Disney Infinity 3.0? I still find that funny. That the devs that made Hellblade worked on Disney Infinity. And then those same devs proceeded to work on Hellblade. Like Christ.
They might have used some of the frustrations they had working on Disney Infinity for Hellblade.
Yeah, because Hellblade was amazing. And considered one of the greatest psychological thrillers in gaming. Which I highly recommend giving it a shot. It's great. Fall into the pit, goddammit. There we go. I'm not a fan of the game trying to put instant death pits under me. Not a fan, game. Oh, he fell. Dumb son of a bitch fell. Ah! Oh! Ah! This one gets on my nerves a lot. The fact I can't even tell if they're over the pit or not. Oh, God.
Oh, God.
Ah! Bye, piece of shit. Bye, dipshit. This is a secret door. I will give this game this. Level design is unique. And we'll give it that.
That was wild.
Come here.
What is it?
You found your inner devil, all right. But you have yet to discover your full potential.
Yeah, his Devil Trigger's dog shit.
King named Mundus.
And if you do kill Mundus, who would take his place?
Hey, you never thought about it, did you? I never thought about that, did you? And of course I got a D. Suck my D, game.
Would you really want it sucking you?
Never mind, this game will give me STDs. I had to. It was right there. I had to. The joke was right there.
Sure, but imagine it unlocked like SDT.
Shut up. Don't you dare use a Sin Devil Trigger pun on me. Don't you dare use a Sin Devil Trigger pun on me. I know what that is. You cannot fool me.
And I now believe you may stand a chance.
What made you change your mind?
You were right. You're not just like your father. I see your mother in you too. You want to hit Mundus hard? This is how. Mundus has power almost beyond limit, but he has one weakness.
He has a weakness?
Yes. His mistress, Lilith.
His weakness is that he loves her?
Mundus? Love? No, my friend. Yet, she has recently become the most important thing in creation to him. This is what I have seen. Lilith, his mistress, carries his child, his heir. You want to hurt Mundus? Kill Lilith. Kill the child. Nothing.
Let's go. Premeditated spawn killing.
But be warned, the fury of Mundus is boundless.
Let's go. Premeditated spawn killing.
Good hunting, my master.
Or as I like to call it, abortion with a gun. God,
That's dark even for you.
Oh god, this game's so. No, but seriously, I joke, but that actually happens in the game.
I know that's what happens. That's still a dark joke to make even for you.
I know. No, but I shit. And what's even worse, that the song that plays in the background is called literally, and I shit you not, the song is called "What the Fuck Is Wrong with You." That's a real song. Look it up.
Considering it's Virgil that shoots her, yeah, I would say the song title is appropriate.
Really have your attention.
Yeah, and it's one of the more controversial points of this game because, obviously, it's controversial as shit. And it's one of the many reasons this game's hated. Not only is it unabashedly edgy and ruin DMC's identity, it's also very, very fucked up. For the sake of being fucked up. The very unique level of this game. One of my favorites. And the boss theme's great. Hey, Bob. We're literally in a news UI stage place. I don't know what to call it.
Reminds me of the internet from that one Fairly Odd episode.
I thought it would remind me more of that one level in Mega Man Zero. I think it was like, no, X4.
Which one specifically?
It's the one where you like go inside like some weird data place or something.
The one I'm thinking of is, I think, X5, not 4.
My personal view on the terrorists is that they are disgusting, degrading, ghastly, sleazy, purient, and generally nauseating. The worst of them is Dante. The whole world would benefit greatly by his non-existence.
That is the most polite way of saying I want to put a bullet in your head.
I wouldn't bet on it, you little shit.
That is the most polite way of saying I've heard anyone say kill yourself.
You're not big or clever, Dante. You're tiny and stupid.
Oh wait, shit, wrong weapon. Ow. I'd rather not. Yeah, no, I'd rather not, man.
And I'm pretty sure Dante wouldn't either. After all, there's no pizza in the afterlife.
Now what we have here is some truly shocking footage of the terrorist, known as Dante, at the Bellevue Pier recently. So what do we know about this Dante? Several people have now come forward, and investigators have pieced together a shocking history of violence. At age 8, he attacked and killed the head nurse at St. Lamia Orphanage. She was described as a sweet old lady who particularly enjoyed working with children. Between the ages of 11 and 15, he broke out of no less than 8 youth detention facilities, often mounting brutal, humiliating attacks against the prison officers just doing their jobs. Between 16
Only
and
8? I'm a
17,
little disappointed.
he became involved in gangs.
That's rookie numbers, buddy.
And is
Come on.
believed to be responsible for
Come on,
over
if you're gonna make up a story, at least make it sound
worst of
shocking
all,
rather than just a few.
He was also a well-known cruiser in the seedier districts of the city, rampantly spreading sexual disease of the unholy kind.
And ain't that the best kind, Bob?
Shut up. Okay, that one's a good one. That's a good one. Okay. That one's a good one. You can't hate on that one. Ain't that the best kind, Bob?
This is hard-hitting news, Bob!
And he just started killing people. He looked me straight in the eye, and at one point, it was just terrifying. He definitely had pedophile eyes.
Oh.
I saw one girl, like, beg for her life, but, like, he said he was gonna kill her anyway. And then he did. Like, totally.
Since that horrific attack, it has come to light that
Wait.
Dante is involved in the terrorist organization called The Order.
Okay, look,
I have a
man. If you're gonna be
message for
spreading
The
fake
Order.
news, make it sound believable.
The whole
First
world
off,
is looking for you. Every camera, on every street corner, every police force in the country and worldwide. But we will find you. We will destroy you. It's only a matter of time. This is Bob Barbas of the Raptor News Network. Just doing God's work.
sure,
Barbados?
buddy. Sure.
Is he supposed to be Barbados?
Pretty much.
I interrupt this broadcast to bring you breaking news. The terrorist organization responsible for the recent attacks has been located and is being stormed by SWAT teams as I speak.
You sure that's what? That insignia looked a lot like Hydra.
Well, I mean, it's a. I mean, it's being led by a dude who's an evil corporate dude. So yeah.
Rest assured, those responsible will be brought to justice at any moment, dead or alive. This is Bob Barbas of the Raptor News Network. Just doing God's work.
You're cornered. We got you. We'll crush you. And you know what? We'll do it live. You suck. We're gonna do it live.
Hey, an Anchorman reference.
I have not seen that movie in so long.
It's another one moment. No, we'll do it live. Fuck it. We'll do it live.
And melt right through him.
Breaking news, Bob. You're fired.
God, what the fuck is this game? Oh my god. So dumb. I love it. I know I was shit talking this game earlier, but there are times where you just realize you just gotta embrace the dumb.
Make your next move.
It takes itself so seriously, it's no longer serious.
You've already lost.
Like you ever seen stories in like certain movies or games where it's like it's so serious and it takes itself like so seriously that it loops around to being funny?
Not particularly.
Like you know the movie's like taking itself too seriously, but you can't help but laugh at it because it is taking itself too seriously. Like it just makes you wonder.
I mean, I've experienced that like today from seeing like a D&D related short where Charlie, Moist Critical, like, I'm gonna walk up to the orc and tell him a story of a time I bog water.
I saw that in the post actually. You were talking about bog water. You would never something along the lines of you would never look at it the same, or you get paranoid because of it.
I was like, if I ever DM a D&D session for one of you and you brought up bog water, I would not trust it because, and I had to say it a bit later, because I would just be laughing so much, I would be losing track of what I would need to happen in the session.
God damn it. Ugh.
Like, I watched that and it was just the right kind of serious, but the right kind of stupid. I was just laughing throughout.
God fucking damn it. Well, anyway, that's enough DMC for today. Alright, I'm gonna hit it. For those who are new, I really appreciate you subscribe if you are new and like the stream if you enjoyed it. For those watching after the stream, I really appreciate you subscribe if you are new, like the stream if you enjoyed it. And leave a comment want to call me a shitter at DMC. Well, I guess I did. I'm finally waking up to that promise. I'm playing through this game. Shockingly enough. Because I promised it months ago and I forgot to do it. Speaking of which, I need to check on the footage to make sure I can even use it first off. Okay, I think I can use it. It's not lagging. Thank God.
Before or after you restarted OBS?
Before I restarted OBS, it's fine. Anyways, we're gonna cut it off here. Good night, guys and gals, or we're gonna call yourselves. See y'all next time. Hopefully tomorrow for Femblem, and hopefully no fucked up Dimitri chopping a guy's head off or his nuts off. Bye bye.